It's Stashdown, it's Stashdown, do. I don't know. Music? Yeah, no. I don't want to, presume to add a sing-along theme to Bridget's Stashdown 2024. So I didn't get enough sleep last night, and this is what happens. So, I thought yesterday was the 4th, and wrong date. So here is my Stashdown 2024 video for the month of May, and here are my numbers. I actually have more things than I thought I did. That usually happens. So we'll go through them and I'll show you. I had more items done, but they were made with yarn from this year, so they do not count. We'll do a Mel's Makes. I haven't done one of those in a while. I have to get them on schedule, the way Erin at Crafting Kitty does every Saturday, a weekly roundup. See, I'm in a singing mood. But yeah, like I actually get videos out on time. We all know me. But, so I have, let's actually go in the order of my list that I have it written so that I can keep track. I have a wrap I tested. We're going to show it real quick, because I'm not supposed to show it on social media. So I'm going to show it folded up. It's also too big to show on this little screen. It's called the Holiday Stitch Sampler Wrap. And I'm just going to link the designer because it's not released yet. But her name is Marcia Yarn Doodles. But on Ravelry, she goes by Marcia Sparks. So I'll link her Ravelry page. She also has a Facebook page. I did it in Karen Jumbo Ombre in the color Sunset, which I got from Mama G last year. It is lovely. It's a stitch sampler, and that's just a peek. You only get a peek, because she doesn't like us to, oh look, peek at the border. There's a border on each side. Peek at the picos. But I will give you a much better view of it after she releases the pattern, because she does not like her patterns to be shared until the pattern is released, or on social media. So yeah, it is very nice and large, and which is what I like, and warm because it's in a 4-weight. Is lovely. It weighed in at 32.4 ounces. So lovely weight for me today. I have the Bago Day shawl along, which I finished on the 1st. So that, rolled right over into May. And I made that out of Yarn Art Flowers in color 259. I just missed out on getting into the marled gray and black. But wait, is this the right way? Magically I'm holding it the right way. But so it went from an orange to marled yellow and orange to yellow, and then everything marled before it went to the solids, into the grays. I like that it went to the grays at least. I was going to call it fire to ash, but kind of like a phoenix kind of thing. But it is not yet blocked. I'm going to put it in my county fair. I think it's quite lovely. But yeah, so this is like a 1 to 2 weight, and I used a 4.5 millimeter hook, and I think it came out quite lovely. And this weighed in at 6.15 ounces. So, and then for Creator Spotlight last month, it was Bella Coco, and that is something we do over on Crafting Kitty. She highlights a creator every month, and we do projects, or if we already have projects done, we enter those in a contest over on her channel. But if not, it's a chance to go and look at their tutorials or patterns and be inspired and do some of their projects. And I had never done any Bella Coco projects, so I did some tutorials, and I did she had a free pattern that was a tutorial and a free pattern on yarns. Was it Yarnspirations or no, it was another yarn site, but you could download it free. And so I downloaded the pattern because I prefer to do, if it's a full pattern, to do it from the written instead of a tutorial. And it was a child's hat, but I adjusted it to fit my head. And it's called the Rainbow Granny Stripes hat. And I made it out of Barocco sesame, which I absolutely love how it came out. She did it where each stripe was a different color, and she changed it so it came out like a rainbow. But that wouldn't have worked for me because I had to do more stripes to fit my head. I mean, I could have just kept changing, but I love this, and I want to start using my fancy bougie yarn. So I consider this bougie yarn. I got it in an Aberdeen mystery box bag last year, and it has so much of Ruby's hair on it right now. But that means I made it. It came from my house. But apparently my tension tightened up when I was doing the brim again, and it's just a little snug, but I can get it on my head and it doesn't hurt while it's on. So that works. Oh my gosh, so much Ruby hair. Oh well. But this weighed in at 2.55 ounces. So, yep. And then I did a couple washcloths. This one, and I put scrubby in them. So the scrubby was new this year, but the cotton was not. So I took a little over half the weight and kept it because the cotton weighs more than the scrubby. That's my math. I'm sticking to it. So this is the Alpine dishcloth by Knitting with Chopsticks. I got it in a blog hop. So I guess normally it's a paid pattern, and I got it for free. But I was so happy the pattern showed through. That's so cute. But the cotton is Mainstays, and it's like silver something or other. I can't remember the name right now, and the band is not around. And the scrubby is Hobby Lobby Scrubology in Rainbow Bridge. So I think that came out just lovely. And that'll make a great, especially with the little, because the Alpine makes it raised. So, and it's a good size for doing your dishes. And that came out with just over half of the weight. It came out to 1.9. So, and gotta keep honest. And then I made a smaller one, and it was called the Crochet Scrubber from Yarnspirations. So this is a free download on Yarnspirations. And I made it with black mainstays this time, so it was just called black. And it's got the little bobbles, puff stitches around it. And this one came out so cool. My sister and I were like, graffiti in the 1990s or blacklight or whatever. And this is also Rainbow Bridge, but with the black. And I still have a lot of the Rainbow Bridge even after this one and this one. So those little, they're not so little, but the skeins hold a lot. So I'm going to probably make some more black ones. I don't know. But this one, half of it, just over half of it, was 0.6 ounces. So I'm going to add them all up now. And we'll get our grand total. I already have the calculator up. So I did do that, but I wasn't adding as we were going because I was having my chit chat. So I got 5 that counted this month. So we have a grand total of 43.6 ounces for the month of May. I don't count that as bad. I count that as pretty good. Anything is pretty good, in my eyes. I mean, getting even a project done is good in my eyes. But I got more than that projects done. They just were, this year's yarn. So, and if you want to know what Stashdown 24 is, or 2024 is, it is a fun, um, a fun collaboration created by Bridget from Queen's Crafts by Bridget. And what it is any craft supplies that you have in your stash before January 1st, 2024, they can be for any crafts, sewing, needlework, whittling, um, you know, pipe cleaners, baking, candle making, anything that was in your stash before January 1st, 2024. If you use it in the month prior to the one you make your video in, or you want to send your numbers to Bridget, you have to send them by the 4th of, say, July, okay? And you send them to her before 4th of July. 4th of July? And she'll put them in, she'll state them in her video, but she has to have them because she puts her video up on the 5th. And I thought today was the 5th. Yeah, brain. But so whatever you use up in your projects, I do finished objects. I don't count whips. And that's why, they had to be all done and everything. And what I do is I weigh my finished objects and I count ounces. Some people do yardage. Some people just count the amount of projects they finished. So mine would have been 5 finished objects. And that's how they go. You can do it any way you want. There are no specific hard rules. That's why it's a fun collaboration. And we're just doing it to help ourselves stash down. Use our older stash. And I'm finding it fun because I'm going, oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, that's fun. I want to use that. What project can I make with that? Or I'm going, there's this project I want to make. I'm going to go into my stash and see what I have to make it with, instead of I'm going to go to the store and get something for it, because, Mel's been bad, and Mel doesn't really have money to go to the store and see what, she can spend. Mel has a stash. Oh, she has a stash. So she should be using her stash. So, this is a wonderful collaboration. And it's, like I said, it's fun to shop your stash and go, I forgot I had you. Let's get together. Let's make something beautiful. So, and, you can contact Bridget if you're a content creator and say, I want to participate. And that way she knows to, mention you in her video. And and say, hey, go check this person out for Stashdown. Or you can just, lurk and maybe use the hashtag Stashdown2024. And then people can find your video that way and, just chill in the background. But like I said, if you're not a content creator or you are one but don't want to make videos, you know, contact her before the 4th of next month, and give her your numbers and be like, could you please, mention my numbers in your next video? She will definitely do that. She loves doing that. She loves sharing people out. She's that kind of person. And I've got a ruby hair in my eye and it tickles immensely. And that's the kind of person I am. I mention everything every second of every day. But, most everyone's used to me. So I love you. Happy Pride Month. And I will see you next month for Stashdown, hopefully on time. Because, brain. And I have a calendar right over there. Maybe I should circle the 5th. But it won't tell me, hey, today's the 5th. Maybe I should put it on the lady in the box. So she tells me, the day before. That's what I should do. The day before, she should be like, hey, tomorrow's Stashdown. You should do your video today. That's what I should do. All right. Shine bright, and I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.